Hello my loves, welcome to the Can Couch. I'm Bozimo and welcome to my channel. Hey guys, how you guys doing? I missed you guys. What's been happening? What's been happening in the streets? Feel a sister in. But yeah guys, today I have something very personal I'd like to talk about, which is how to improve your 2020. How's your year been? How's your year been so far? Have you guys been, keeping up with your resolutions, or have you been slacking like me? I have been slacking, in terms of like my workout. I'm trying, I'm gonna give myself credit. I'm trying way more than I did last year, but still I'm not where I want to be, in terms of, I feel like people just assume that when you're a certain size, you're fit. But bruv, I just discovered recently that I am the most unfit person out there. I just climbed a flight of stairs and I'm already panicking and breathing like a fat cow. So that's not sexy at all. So I'm just really trying to kind of build my stamina to just, because yeah, you look good outside, you look slim, you look fit, but bruv, you don't know what's going on inside your body. So I'm really trying to take my workout seriously. I try to do brisk walking even when I don't really feel like it. I try to swim. I haven't done that in a while, but I try. At least that's what counts. But hopefully, my year kind of starts next month, March. Yeah. So if you're like me, you might wanna get it cracking. But yeah guys, so today's topic is basically a few things I felt were necessary, a few things I felt were kind of important to add into your life, whatever it is you do, whatever field you are, whatever. I just came up with a few things that I felt were extremely necessary to kind of incorporate into your life. These are extremely important things that I feel are very necessary to kind of help you improve your life, kind of help you kind of get a better quality of your life. And yeah, I'm just going to start. So the first one is gratitude. Now gratitude, you might be like, gratitude, but yeah, what is gratitude? Gratitude is the quality of being thankful. Gratitude is extremely important. A lot of successful people, speak about this, especially Oprah. She was the first person actually here to speak about this. And gratitude basically is important because we tend to kind of focus on what we don't have. We tend to focus on what's not working for us. We tend to focus on things that just ain't working, and that's not really what life is about. You have to be thankful, you have to be grateful for what you have. So gratitude, what I do is I actually do keep a gratitude journal. So now every day I write down things I'm thankful for. Now no matter how little those things are, it's important. I'm grateful for my nanny. She took care of my baby. I'm grateful for my mom. She gave me a ride today. I'm grateful for my friend. She was amazing. She took care of me, or she lent me money, or we went to the movies, or I'm grateful for my gate man for opening the gate for me. Some days you might not have so much to be grateful for. Some days are slow. Some days maybe you might be depressed and you just be like, oh God, I'm thankful for the breath of life. I'm thankful for my eyes, I can see. I'm thankful for my body, Yeah, I might not really like my body, but this legs, it got me to work. Or this legs, it takes me to where I need to be. Just be grateful for anything. Try, even if it's 5 things you can think of every day. What tends to happen when you do that is you now focus on what you have. You now focus on what is working for you. You're not focusing on what you don't have. So you're not focusing on lack. Because what happens is when you're focusing on lack, more of that comes into your life. Because the world is energy. Everything is energy. Everything, we attract what we think. We attract what we focus on. They say energy flows where attention goes. So anything you focus on, anything you put your attention on, you attract more of that into your life. Everything is energy. Our thoughts, everything in the world is energy. Everything in the world started from a thought. So anywhere, anything in your life, anything you focus so much on, that starts to expand, it starts to grow, it starts to get bigger, it starts to just become more and more and more. So now if you don't want lack, the more you focus on that, the more that thing starts to expand. But the more you focus on what you have that makes you happy, that makes you grateful, the more the universe gives you something to be grateful for. So it's like, oh, okay, I see she's grateful, let's give her more. That's how it works. You can do your research. That's just how it works. The second thing is focus on your relationship with God. Actually, this should have been the first thing, but yeah, yes, most of us go to church, we read the Bible, we do yada 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 yada, but the truth of the matter is not many of us actually have relationships with God. Not many of us actually have a one-on-one relationship with God. Most people, when they talk about God, it's through their pastor, but they don't have that one-on-one relationship with God where you say, okay, God asked me to do this, I did this was the fruit of what I got. Okay, I'm in the waiting season, I know God wants me to wait. You understand? God speaks to you and okay, this is God's voice, he wants me to do this, I'm supposed to do that. That kind of relationship where you have a shepherd. Think about it. We're all here on this planet Earth not by accident. We're all here on this planet. We just found ourselves here. So that should tell you that there's a higher power, there's a higher being, there's a divine. What is that? There's a divine, power. There's a divine, infinite being that's in charge of all of us, that's in charge of the universe. And what better way to navigate life than to go to your shepherd and to go to your creator like God? I want to worship you. I want to serve you. What can I do? I want to serve you. Lead me, guide me. What better way is there? Because yes, okay, yeah. Why I say focus on relationship with God is, I know a lot of people who go to church every Sunday they're in church but don't necessarily have a relationship with God. So focus on relationship with God. Spend time with God. Not just about the church. Yes, church is good. Church is really, really good in sense where fellowship, sometimes you need to be with people, the union, the togetherness. But in terms of that relationship, you don't really have to be in a church. You can do that anywhere. You can do that in your house, you can do that at the supermarket, you can do that in prison, you can pray anywhere, you can talk to God anywhere. You don't absolutely have to be in a church for that. So focusing on your relationship with God has to do with your intention, your deliberate intention to spend time with God, your deliberate intention to read the Bible, your deliberate intention to research on God, your deliberate intention to want to get closer to him. Because once you set that intention, once you put that out there, God wants to hear from you. He definitely wants to speak to us. He definitely wants to lead you. He definitely wants to be a part of your journey and be a part of your life. So this is definitely the most important, because once you start to do this, you see your life start to get better. You start to feel redirected. You start to feel like, yes, I am, like you're being led. You don't just feel lost. You don't just feel confused all the time. You start to have this sense of direction, The third one I'd say is follow your intuition. This is kind of connected to having a relationship with God. Now, follow your intuition. Everyone has an intuition. Some people call it the Holy Spirit. Some people call it the internal GPS. Some people call it all sorts of things. I just call it intuition because it's better to understand that way. So your intuition now could be anything. It could be that divine power within you. It could be anything. It could be God, whatever it is you want to call it. When I say follow your intuition is, as I said earlier, we're here on this planet Earth, not by accident, but by purpose, by design. So there's already a life mapped out for us. There's already a journey mapped out for us. So you following your intuition, you listening to that inner guidance. Personally, I know how far I've gotten because I've listened to my intuition. The good side about it knows the way. It's the most scary thing though, because intuition does not necessarily go hand in hand with logic. It does not necessarily go hand in hand with being practical, with doing the thing that is obvious, with doing the logical thing. It just goes against that because it doesn't have anything to back it, really. Intuition is just, I have a feeling I'm supposed to do this and I'm gonna do it. Everyone around you is like, you gonna do what? Bitch, you crazy? Are you insane? But you're like, I just feel like this is what I'm supposed to do. I just feel like this is it. I just feel like this is what I'm meant to do. And once you do it, it's crazy ride. But once you do it, you're like, yes, now I know. You would now understand why you were meant to do it. It will now eventually make sense. So you just have to trust it. The fourth thing I'm going to say is focus on positivity. Now it sounds so cliche. Focus on positivity. Oh my god. But for real, things are going to happen to us. This is life. Different things, bad things, good things, amazing things, terrible things. People say it's being delusional. Some people say, oh, please, you're just deceiving yourself. But no, what tends to happen when you focus on the positive is you're focusing on, like now you want to start a business and you're thinking, but what if I fail? But what if it doesn't work out? Like what if? But then you flip it and it's like, but what if I soar? What if it works out? What if I become successful? Focus on that. Focus on that possibility. And guess what? Even if you fail, you'll learn from it. And even if you don't learn from it, it's going to redirect you to where you're supposed to be. Every situation has a solution. So, and there's a saying, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. So if you're always focusing on the problem, how is it going to get better? Focus on the light. Even if the light is so tiny, like the light is like this small, hold it for dear life and be like, yes, this light, I'm holding on to you. You're all I have. The fifth one is kind of similar to this. Is go where you're tolerated. Now, I say go where you're tolerated. It took me a long time to realize it, but not everyone is going to be for you. Not everyone is going to be for you. You're going to go to places and people are going to love you. Like, oh, I just like you. I just like your energy. There's something about you I like. And then you're going to go to places and people are like, and that's fine. That's absolutely fine. You have to kind of overcome that. Especially women. I feel like women, we tend to always want to be liked. There's this desirability. We always want to be desired. We always want to be loved. And we always feel like we have to be nice so people will like us, so people will accept us. But honey, but you don't have to do any of that. Just be you. Just be you. Just be your original self. Be your authentic self. Whoever God has created you to be that. Don't be anybody else. Just be you. And guess what? You're gonna attract the right people to you. Your tribe. You're gonna attract. And guess what? You don't have to pretend for those people. All you have to do is just be yourself. You have those friendships where awkward silences are just awkward. It's like there's nothing to talk about, and it's like, what do I say now? Like, oh my god, this is so awkward. Like, oh my gosh, like, can't you leave already? Like, this is not even comfortable. Those are not your people. Those are not your people. Okay, your people. How you just meet someone? It's like you don't even know them. You just meet them for the first time. It's like, oh hey girl, I see you, girl. You see me. It's like, you don't have to do much, but it's like there's a connection, between both of you. It's just it's not fake. It's just an instant connection. And then there's some people you meet where it's like, I don't know. Do you like me? Do I like you? I don't know. It's like, those are not your people, okay? I mean, now it doesn't necessarily mean they hate you. It's just something about their spirit that you just quite can't understand. The sixth one is self-love. Oh my god, self-love. Now, self-love is I feel like it's a topic that has been hammered so much, but you cannot overemphasize self-love, because a lot of things stem from self-love. A lot of things stem from, once you love yourself, there's a buffer around you. There's just only so much you can put up with, honey. There's just, once you love yourself, everything kind of glows and just blooms and flourishes from there. Especially relationships. Please, if you're talking to a guy, or you're having a thing with the guy, a relationship or whatever, and you constantly feel like you have to beg, you feel like you have to send him paragraphs before he would even reply you, or even to call you self is war. Like all that kind of situationships where you feel like you need to do the most to kind of get his attention. Honey, we ain't doing that this year. This is 2020, boo-boo. Nuh-uh, none of that energy. No. Men behave better when they know you can walk off. So when you're at their mercy, always at their beck and call, always calling, always sending paragraphs, and then all you say is okay. Oh, that girl, you ain't doing that. To be honest, we've all done it. I've done it. I've done my fair share of that when I was in my early 20s. Okay, but if I had someone to advise me, I probably would not have done any of that. Nah, it's just the ghetto. You need to set your standards to where you want it to be, and trust me, a man that wants you, a man that truly wants you, even if he has to hoop and hoop, he would meet those standards. If you don't love yourself, you don't respect yourself, no one's gonna respect you. It's like a big shift. So yeah, guys, this is just some things I came up with. 6 things I came up with that I feel very necessary. Whatever it is you are in your journey, I feel like these 6 steps, if you aren't already doing them, would really go a long way, and would really help you, to improve the quality, of your life. But these are things, walk-ins, these are things you do internally that kind of, reflect in the outside world. They kind of come out in reality, and people see it and say, okay, that's a spec right there. That's someone who's valuable. That's a catch. That's somebody I want to associate with, because you glow from within. You just start to look like how you created to look. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about these 6 different things, and let me know in the comments if you have anything in particular you'd like me to talk about, whatever. So yeah, stay tuned for my next episode.
Hair go long like Chia, money go long like Nia. I ain't in the big idea, my twins big like Tia.